Hello everybody, and welcome to episode 1 of my Pokemon FireRed Hardcore Randomizer Nuzlocke. This is the first Let's Play on my channel, so welcome everybody. I hope you enjoy what you see. I've been a fan of Pokemon since I was really young, and I've always wanted to make videos like this. I grew up watching, Pokemon challenge runs and Let's Plays, so I figured why not go ahead and start. So for those of you who may have never heard of what a Nuzlocke challenge is, I will explain the rules. Essentially, you are only allowed to capture the first Pokemon you encounter in every area. If you defeat the Pokemon or run away, or fail to catch it for whatever reason, then you're out of luck and you have to move on. The next rule is that all deaths are permanent. So if your Pokemon faints in battle, you can't use revives, can't go to the Pokemon Center, gotta put in the PC or release it. The third rule is that you just nickname all your Pokemon to help develop a bond. We're trying to tell a story here. And the fourth rule, which is where the hardcore part comes in, means that we can't use healing items in battle. So essentially I'm trying to make this as difficult as possible, to make it as entertaining as possible. I've also done stuff like give gym leaders extra Pokemon, update their moveset so it's not just what they learn by level up, and give them held items. So this should prove to be a pretty challenging run. Let's see if I'm up for it. So we're starting out, am I a boy or a girl? If you couldn't tell, I am a boy. And we're going to begin with my name. So my name, for those of you who may not know, which should be most of you because this is my first video, is John. So nice to meet you, everybody. My name is John. Alright. Yes, that is my name. I'm hoping that my controls are all good. This is the first time I'm using a controller with this emulator. I mean, my real DS. So this is Professor Oak's grandson. I don't have any creative names for him. I'm just gonna name him Gary. Because if you didn't know, that's his name. So yeah, I'm pretty new to this whole recording stuff. So apologies if I kind of stop talking at any point and don't know what to say. I'm going to try my best to entertain you guys. And yeah, let's get started. So we are dropped off in our house as usual. Seems like my controls are kind of working. I can go left to right with my joystick, but I cannot go up and down, so I guess we'll have to use the D-pad. So first things first, we're going to check the PC, which usually has a potion. Should be random though. Let's take a look. We have a tiny mushroom. I don't know if that's gonna help us very much, but we're gonna take it, and you never know. Maybe it'll prove useful in the future. Got our what is this? An NES. That's a little bit before my time. Okay, good. The menu's working. That is my select button. First things first, guys. We are going to put the text on fast because nobody wants to sit and wait for that text to fill. That should be good. What does this sign say? It's a posted notice. Great. Not gonna tell me what it is? Oh, okay. If you're confused, ask for help, press the L or R button. Okay, good. Again, making sure my controller's working. Here's our mother. Let's see what she has to say. All boys must leave home Sunday. Yes, it says so on TV. And Professor Oak lives next door, so we have better go see him. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of the recording, the layout, everything. I'll do my best to make it better and take everyone's suggestions into consideration. So Oak is going to stop us from going to the tall grass. We're going to try to give him a little bit of voice here. It's unsafe. Wild Pokemon live in the tall grass. You need your own Pokemon for your protection. I know. Here, come with me. Thank you, Professor Oak. He's going to lead us into his Pokemon lab. And then he will give us one of the 3 starters. I don't know if I mentioned this, but this is a randomized playthrough, which means that all of the starters will be random. So you may be expecting Bulbasaur, Charmander, and Squirtle, but you will be surprised. And here's Gary. He says, Gramps, I'm fed up with waiting. Gary, let me think. Oh, that's right. I told you to come. Just wait. Here, John. There are 3 Pokemon here. Haha. Awkward laugh. These Pokemon, the Pokemon are held inside these Pokeballs. When I was young, I was a serious Pokemon trainer, but now, in my old age, I only have these 3 left. How sad. And he's going to give them to me? That is so sweet. Hey, Gramps, no fair. What about me? Be patient, Gary. You can have one too. Yes, he cares more about me than his very own grandson. Alright guys, so I'm very excited. This is going to be the starter Pokemon for my first LP, and it's completely random. I didn't do anything like mess with the moves, the abilities. I want to keep this pretty vanilla for my first LP. Maybe in the future we'll do some more crazy stuff. But yeah, let's start from the left. We have the first Pokemon, say Slackoth. Now, typically, if this was random abilities, a Slackoth would be pretty great, because then Vigoroth would get rid of his Chiront. Or not Vigoroth, Slacking would get rid of his Chiront. But since it's regular abilities, I will probably stay away from the Slackoth. No, I would not like that. The next Pokemon is a Lotad. Oh yes, another thing, I also made sure that all of the Pokemon that can be your starter evolve twice. So they're not going to get like any crazy legendaries like Lugia or Mewtwo as a starter. I want to make this a little bit challenging. Lotad, I like Lotad. He's got a silly little hat. He's a cute little blue guy. Not the strongest, but we'll see. You know, definitely better than the Slackoth. We got some Gen 3 power here. And then the third Pokemon is a Rald. Speaking of Gen 3, what is this? Route, what is it? 301, 201 from Hoenn? This is crazy. Ooh. Okay, so I gotta pick between Ralts and Lotad, because you know I'm not taking Slackoth. Ralts may just have Teleport for now, and Growl. May make it a little bit hard to catch something in the upcoming route. So you know what? I think we are going to go with Lotad. Yeah, we're gonna take Lotad. May not be the best choice, but we'll see. He's a cute little guy. We gotta give him a nickname. Nickname, okay. He's got a lily pad. He is blue. Gotta come up with something quick. What does he look like? He looks like, if you ask me, this is Phil. Phil the Lotad. Don't ask me why. That's just what he looks like to me. And Gary takes the Slackoth. Is that going to be a problem? I don't know. I mean, Slackoth is the Slack King is pretty strong and maybe pretty challenging, because if you didn't know, the rival will keep his starter throughout the run. But we'll see. I think I can handle it. But as I try to leave, Gary's going to challenge me to check out our new Pokemon. And hopefully, our guy Phil should make quick work of this Slackoth. Gary wants to battle. He's Tamer Gary. Okay, what is it, Digimon? And then Oak is going to try to tell us how to battle, as if I haven't been doing this my whole life. Thank you, Oak, but I am quite alright. Yes, I will learn more from experience, thank you. And this is what I was afraid of. Phil only has Astonish and Growl. This is going to be quite the anticlimactic first battle, because Phil cannot touch this Slackoth. If you didn't know, the Nuzlocke challenge does not start until you get Pokeballs. That's to prevent situations like this, where you kind of just like are out of luck from the first fight. So this fight will not count, but it's going to take quite a while to finish, since this Slackoth is going to loaf around every turn. And now Phil is asleep. Wow. Did Phil fall? Oh, he has Body Slam. As I mentioned, the opposing Pokemon will have stronger movesets, and I'm a little bit confused because I don't have the sleeping text next to my Phil. That might be a glitch. Hopefully it doesn't cause any problems later on, but we'll see. Clearly Phil was asleep, because he said he was asleep, he said he woke up. How can you wake up if you're not sleeping, am I right? But yeah, we're just gonna keep sitting here and growling at the Slackoth. For some reason, he finds it very necessary to put my Phil to sleep, even though he has Body Slam and can easily kill me in about 2 more turns. And he really wants to yawn at me while Phil's already asleep. Okay. I don't know what the speed up button is on my controller, so unfortunately we have to sit through this seemingly endless torture. But hopefully the Slackoth will come to his senses and just start spamming Body Slam pretty soon. Phil woke up. I don't know why I'm lowering his attack. Now that I think about it, I was just gonna make this battle take even. And he has Eruption. Okay, this playthrough may be a little bit crazier than I thought. Eruption from the Slackoth in battle number 1 is crazy. Now Gary's gonna get all cocky because he got the first win. Oak's disappointed in me. Man, we're just a failure, aren't we? Oh well, it's fine. Phil will prove himself, and everything's gonna be okay. It's not Phil's fault. He only knows Astonish. Can't do anything against a normal type, so he is going to become a very strong Ludicolo one day. And, oh, yes, I cannot use my joystick. That is correct. I'm gonna have to fix that in between episodes, make sure we don't have any controller issues. But yeah, I guess, let's take a look at Phil real quick. You shouldn't have anything too special about him, and I cannot click on Phil. Wow, this is going great. Oh, I can click on him again. He's Adamant Nature, which is pretty bad, considering both of his primary typings, both of his typings in general, our special in Gen 1. He's holding a big mushroom. Great, now we have a tiny and a big mushroom. I do not want to give you anything, Phil. I would like to take that from you and put it in your bag. Put it in my bag. Anyway. So yeah, let us start making our way to Viridian City. We'll see what's in the grass, see what we can potentially get after we get Pokeballs. Starting with a level 2 Venomoth. Now this is something that Phil can defeat with Astonish, so we are going to actually take a second here. Never mind, Phil is going to take 18.5 years to kill that Venomoth. He's going to go to college before that Venomoth is dead. So we're just going to continue walking. I'll pick up that potion from the Pokemart employee on the way back. But we got to get Professor Oak's parcel and deliver it to him. I'm going to try to keep these episodes to maybe 15-20 minutes per. Let me know if you guys want to see longer episodes. Shorter, you know, we got to get something done in the episodes. So maybe not shorter than 15 minutes. But I am certainly open to making the videos longer. Don't know why I healed. Gotta restore my PP on that one Astonish I used on the Venomoth. But we are going to make our way over to the Pokemart, because that is where Oak's parcel is. Alright, yes, I have come from Pallet Town. I'm on a mission to collect Professor Oak's parcel. I'm gonna put that into my key items, and we're gonna head back. And yeah, this is, I never really played Pokemon FireRed growing up. My first game was Pokemon Platinum for the DS. The Game Boy was a little bit before my time, but I have played, you know, quite a few ROM hacks. If you guys have heard of Radical Red, I enjoy doing some Nuzlocke runs of that. So I'm not, like, you know, extremely familiar with the base Pokemon FireRed, but I should know enough to get us through our first LP on the channel. Alright, we made it back to Pallet Town with little to no worry, because no wild Pokemon showed up. And we are going to deliver the parcel to Professor Oak. Professor Oak, oh, John, how's my old Pokemon? Phil? He's doing great. Well, it seems to be growing more and more attached to you. You must be talented as a Pokemon trainer. What's that? You have something for me? Yes, I have your parcel. What's in there? You want to tell me? Ah, it's a custom Pokeball. A custom Pokeball? Oh my. You had an order. Hey, Gramps. I almost forgot. Why did you call me? Oh, right. I have a request for you two. On the desk is my invention, the Pokédex. It automatically records data and Pokemon you've seen or caught. It's like a high-tech encyclopedia. Very exciting. John and Gary, please take these with you. Alright, so now we got the Pokédex. Professor Oak, I'm sorry, I will not be making this my primary goal. My primary goal is staying alive in this randomized Nuzlocke. Hardcore randomized Nuzlocke. But yes, he's explaining how to catch Pokemon. As I said, I am a Pokemon master, so I already know all this stuff. Alright, yes. I hate to say it, but this won't be necessary for you. Wait, I won't be necessary for this. Sorry about that. I know, I'll borrow a towel map from my sis, and I'll tell her not to lend you one, John. Ha 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 ha. Great. Got that cocky music as he exits. And yeah, we are going to ignore what he said and go straight to his house and get a town map from his sister, because she probably likes us more than she likes him. Alright. Yeah, clearly she did not listen to her brother. Why would you? He's pretty annoying. And yeah, so we have our town map. Now we know where we're going. I believe we have some Pokeballs, which means that the Nuzlocke challenge has begun. That means the first Pokemon that we run into in this route will be our first encounter, and we will have to catch it. So let's see. All I know is there's a Venomoth. And while Venomoth is pretty cool, not sure if I'd love to have one on the team, but we're going to get a Totodile. I will absolutely take a Totodile. That is awesome. Shouldn't be too difficult to catch. We're going to go for the Astonish to weaken him down just a little bit. Phil getting the flinch, what can I say? Phil is the best Pokemon you've ever seen in your life, I promise. Totodile going for Scratch, Phil taking it like it is nothing, and we're going to start by throwing a Pokeball in the yellow. I don't know if the starters have very high catch rates. Seems like it, considering the Totodile has broken out right away. That is okay. It seems like this Totodile can take another Astonish, maybe even two if we're lucky. I don't know. I think another Astonish would probably kill him, so we are going to refrain, and we are going to use our Pokeball, and hopefully we're going to catch this Totodile. It would really suck to only have Phil, and the Totodile does not seem to be cooperating. Speaking of Totodile, question of the day, what do you guys think of the new Pokemon game, Pokemon Legends Z to A? I have been playing it quite a bit over the past couple days, and I have been loving it. Unfortunately, I did not pick Totodile, I picked Tepig. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of that game. I've been really enjoying it. We are down to our last 2 Pokeballs. It shook once, so maybe if it shakes 1, 2, 3... Oh, let's go. Alright, so we got the Totodile. That is what we like to see. We're going to add him right to the layout, and he is going to be Phil's best friend. Gotta give him a nickname. He is a happy little guy. He's a little Totodile, a little gator. You know what? This is gonna be Sam. Sam the Totodile. We got Sam and Phil. Alright, let's take a quick look at Sam here. He is holding an item, just like Phil was. He has a repeat ball. Not going to be very useful. If you didn't know, there is a rule called Species or Dupes Clause in a Nuzlocke, which means you cannot catch the same Pokemon more than once. But I appreciate the effort, Sam. He has Torrent, as expected, Scratch, and Leer, and he has a Bashful, which is a neutral nature. So we will be taking that item right into our bag. And let me save the game real quick just to make sure that nothing messes up. And we still have our beautiful, beautiful Sam and Phil. Alright, so we are about 15 minutes into the episode. I'm going to make my way up to Viridian City, get some Pokeballs, maybe get one more encounter, and then wrap it up here for today. So hopefully you guys have been enjoying. I plan to upload this series on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And let's set a bonus like goal. If we can get 10 likes on any video during the week, I'll upload a bonus video on Saturday. So hopefully we can hit that at some point. I appreciate, everyone who watched the video and leaves a like. It really, really helps me out. So we are going to not go back down. We're going to go up to the Pokemon Center. And we are going to heal up Sam and Phil. And then we're going to buy a couple more Pokeballs, because who needs potions, am I right? Come on, we're not allowed to use items in battle. This is a hardcore randomized Nuzlocke. So we're going to waddle our way, because we don't have any running shoes, over to the Pokemart. And we are going to buy as many Pokeballs as we can afford, which seems to be 15. Now, I know it seems a little bit silly to not have any healing items, but you know what? I don't need them. Alright, so we're going to make our way over to this route. I believe this is route 22 or 21, if I'm not mistaken. 22, I was right the first time. Look at that. Always go with your gut, guys. Alright. So, yeah, we're gonna lead with Phil again, because Astonish is pretty good at weakening things, and I have a feeling that Sam may die to any wild Pokemon, because he's level 2. Our first encounter is a Why Not. We got the blue squad over here. Alright, Why Not. So I'm not really too afraid of him killing me. I don't think Why Not gets his scary moves until level 15. Seems like my A button is not working. We're gonna chuck a Pokeball and see what happens. He broke out right away. Now, while I am not afraid of the Why Not killing me, I am a little bit afraid of me killing the Why Not. For some reason, my A button is not working. There we go. And he has Shadow Tag, which means I either have to kill or catch this Why Not. We're going to throw maybe 2 more Pokeballs and see if I can't catch him. Otherwise, I'll try weaken him down. Honestly, I'm not too stressed if I can't catch a Why Not, but he is charming me, which means the Astonish won't do as much damage. You know what? We're gonna click a nice Astonish here. It's super effective. Does enough damage, I can probably hit 1 or 2 more non-crit Astonishes and get him down to a lovely amount of health to start capturing him. We'll stick there just in case we get a critical hit next turn. And we will throw a Pokeball at the Why Not. Alright, Why Not? Come on, you want to join the team, right? 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay. Almost. He's encoring me into Astonish. Not that I was going to growl the Why Not anyway, but I appreciate the applause. We're going to throw in another Pokeball. And he breaks out right away. My goodness, these Pokemon are quite stubborn. Quite stubborn indeed. I guess all we can do really is sit here and throw Pokeballs. How is your guys' day going? You know, I've had a pretty good day so far. As I said, been playing a lot of Pokemon Legends Z to A. For those of you who've been playing the game, I am about at rank D, I believe. I just finished my rank D promotion. Been loving it so far. It's really refreshing to have this new combat style in the Pokemon game. I like a lot of the new Mega designs. A couple, you know, not my favorites. And look at that. While I was talking about Pokemon Legends Z to A, the why not got caught. But yeah, big fan of Pokemon Legends Z to A and excited to finish the game soon, hopefully. Alright, so we got the why not. As I said, our team is looking very blue. And I think that is what we are going to call the why not as well. We're going to name the why not blue. Why? Why not? Because he's blue. Alright. Bad puns aside, we are going to head back to the Pokemon Center and heal one more time and then wrap up the episode for today. I hope you guys have enjoyed my first Pokemon YouTube video. I hope to make many, many more and bring you guys some fun and exciting challenges and Let's Plays. Talk to Nurse Joy real quick. She will heal up our blue team. And yeah, so hope you guys have enjoyed, and I will see you next time for the next episode of our Pokemon FireRed Randomizer Hardcore Nuzlocke. Bye, guys.